A historic new Congress with Democrats sharing power is already challenging President Trump and his Republican supporters. Members were sworn in yesterday, and Democrats re-elected Nancy Pelosi to her former role as Speaker of the House. Hours later, the House approved two measures to reopen parts of the federal government that have been shut down for 2 weeks.
The president is holding new budget talks this morning, but he and Senate Republicans reject the Democrats' latest proposal. Nancy Cortez is on Capitol Hill with a new resistance from the most diverse Congress that Washington has ever seen. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning. This was the new House Democratic majority wanting to be on record as trying to end this shutdown. So last night, they and a handful of Republicans voted to fund these agencies that have been closed now for nearly 2 weeks.
The joint resolution is passed.
House Democrats flexed their new political muscle as soon as they took the majority, passing bills last night to end the shutdown and daring the Senate to follow suit.
Take yes for an answer. Open up government.
But the Senate's Republican leader rejected the bills.
I would call it political theater.
Because they do not include funding for the president's proposed border wall.
You can call it a barrier, you can call it whatever you want, but essentially we need protection in our country.
President Trump spoke in the White House briefing room for the first time ever Thursday, flanked by Border Patrol personnel.
I said, let's go out, see the press, you can tell them about the importance of the wall. They basically said, and I think I can take the word basically out, without a wall, you cannot have border security.
I can personally tell you from the work that I have done on the southwest border that physical barriers, that walls actually work.
The stalemate over wall funding cast a shadow on what was otherwise a day of celebration for Democrats.
To the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, I extend to you this gavel.
California's Nancy Pelosi regaining the Speaker's gavel, swearing in the most diverse Congress ever.
So help you God.
Including the two first Native American women and the two first Muslim women. Democrats passed new rules to allow religious headwear on the House floor, and they'll soon create a select committee on climate change.
The American people understand the urgency. The people are ahead of the Congress. The Congress must join them.
The party's next goal, a package of campaign finance, anti-corruption, and voting reforms. Democratic leaders vowing to begin investigating the Trump administration right away.
You know it's been happening with families separated at the border.
Some members want to go further and vote on articles of impeachment against the president. This was new Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib at a gathering last night.
We're going to go in there, we're going to impeach them.
The most pressing problem right now, how to resolve the shutdown that has closed federal agencies, prevented garbage pickup at national parks, and forced some furloughed workers to put off paying for medicine and rent.
At some point, do you have to give the president what he wants, if only because there are hundreds of thousands of federal workers who can't afford to go without a paycheck
The
anymore?
president cannot hold public employees hostage because he wants to have a wall that is not effective. The president has said Mexico's going to pay for this. Come on, let's anchor ourselves into reality. Mexico is not going to pay for this wall, so no.
The White House has threatened to veto any funding legislation that doesn't include that funding for the border wall. And that's one reason why, Norah, one key Republican senator predicted yesterday that this shutdown could drag on for months and months.
It looks like Trump has met his match. Nancy, thank you.